up, everybody? Charlie D back in the building. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. Welcome to Bizarroville. Everybody welcome. Feel me? We all believe the same. I don't play that game over here. Let me see here. Where we going with this? I got a couple things I need to say. We got some artwork coming, y'all. My sis, Tina Emright Didi Bag, she had a art auction, and she had a piece that was for my brother Jason Ramirez that be in the comments. Y'all probably seen him in the comments. His daughter's disabled. He has his own channel. If y'all would like to go over there, you know, like, subscribe. I wish the BTN members would go over there because he ain't lying and y'all sending him money. So he has a daughter that's disabled and he could use all the help he could get for her. You know, it's not cheap. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say, Peanut Gang, if you can, do that for me. But we will have another piece of art that I paid for. That's why all the Peanut Gang members and stuff like that sent me cash apps and stuff like that, that's what I use the money for. So thank you for helping me do my thing to get this piece of art, because it wasn't just all me. All right? So when y'all see it up here next to Pockets Across, should be heat. And there's another piece that's coming with it. But that's what I had to say about that. Now, today we about to get into how I think allegedly Tim is really putting his boys in a situation to where they're not going to be there long after they get of age. What else can I say about this? I'm going to jump in probably more than usual with this because I want y'all to really get it. You feel me? I want y'all to really get it, but the boys is in trouble. This ain't no clickbait. All right? Allegedly. From what Danny said, I'm pretty sure that's his name. I hope I'm not getting this wrong. But from what Danny said, the boys is in trouble. And I hope y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And when I say comment, please, that's the most important. I love to hear what y'all have to say, whether I'm right or wrong. You feel me? I'm not petty. Like, my wife tells me all the time, you're not petty. Because you want to hear what people have to say about you being petty. Most petty people don't care. Here nor there, okay? My whole thing is this. I'm petty with me. That's how petty. I am the most petty. I'm like 50 Cent. I am petty. Woo! I'm so petty. If I do something, I'll be like, man, you tripping. You tripping. Why you do? I get down on me. So, let's get into this today. And I hope y'all enjoy it. Because, like I said before, let's jump back. Everybody want to come in and laugh at the brother. But come on, we really need to know what's wrong with this brother, truthfully. Allegedly, we need to know why he's doing what he's doing. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we quick to judge, but we're not quick to try to find out why. Let's go, man.
Hello, I'm Darren McGee, and the topic for today comes from a question asking if I would outline some of the common signs, characteristics, and traits of a covert narcissistic father. Now, with narcissism, what we often see is a huge sense of entitlement that's been highly disagreeable. There's a constant need for attention and validation, as well as a lack of empathy for other people. And with narcissism, what we often think of is arrogance, dominance, and haughty behavior, and this would be true in the case of grandiose narcissism. But covert narcissism is different. We still see grandiosity, but it's all internalized. They believe that they are misunderstood, undervalued, put upon. They've been treated unfairly by the world, and they tend to live a life of unfulfillment. They can also be highly sensitive to anything they consider to be criticism. And these characteristics would be long-term, consistent, persistent, pervasive, not just once in a while, if you will. They're like a default setting. So some common signs of a covert narcissistic father would be, first of all, emotional distance. Now, when the kids are small, when they're very young, he can be great fun, he could be very attentive. But as they begin to grow, develop their own personalities, they might need more than just fun and games. They might need more nurturing, guidance, more interaction. But he might be too busy.
No jokey joke. Now, isn't he the one that's always on here talking about how busy he is? Yes or no? Is he the one always on here talking about how busy he is? While his boys is doing farm chores and stuff. Let's proceed.
People with strong narcissistic traits tend to struggle with emotional closeness, which is why they often only really have surface-level relationships and superficial interactions. So when the kids want him, when they need him, he has his own projects, his own worries, he has other responsibilities and not much time.
Shout out to New York. That's your mans. That's your mans.
Now, even if he is just really watching television or scrolling through social media. Now, that being said, in front of other people, in front of his kids' friends, he could well be the best dad ever. He's great fun and he's attentive. It's behind closed doors he can seem disinterested and self-focused. But anything he does do, well, he needs praise and gratitude from the kids, from the partner, sometimes even from society at large.
BTM members, he talking to y'all.
Well, as the kids grow older, they might come to him for advice or guidance or tell him about difficulties they're experiencing. Narcissistic people tend to struggle with empathy, so he might not want to know about difficult feelings or experiences. He might not understand why they're having problems. He might not know how to help. So instead, he just gives superficial advice. Maybe a line he heard in a movie or a television show that sounds inspirational.
Okay, jump back. In the last month, he's used what? Deion Sanders' Family, a movie he called Rush or something like that about Christ. He's used, the sports. He's used, just like, come on, man. Do y'all see what's going on here? This man don't know nothing about this brother. Let's see.
Or he might make up a story about how clever and brave he was when dealing with the same situation many years ago. Secondly, he uses good intentions as a way to control the kids, regardless of what age they are. Now yes, he may have more experience, he may have more wisdom, but he's not necessarily offering advice or guidance. He tries to control them, their relationships, their choices, even their finances, but he'll...
Did y'all catch that? He'll try to control them, their finances, their everything, right? So if that's the case, jump back. Did Tim already say this? Yeah, when they had their wives, I could tell them how Tim Jr. broke this window with the ball and blah, blah, blah. Jump back. I'm going to have one of the boys probably come down and do all my exterminations of all my house every month. Jump back. He never plans on these boys doing anything but what he says. Let's proceed.
He's only really looking out for them. He knows best. Now, if the kids question him or disagree with him, say maybe they've made their mind up, he may react as if he's being attacked personally. Number 3, there's passive aggression. Now, unlike a grandiose narcissist who could be overly domineering and bullying, a covert narcissist often uses unkind humor, sarcasm, and guilt-tripping to have his little digs at both the kids and his partner.
Is that Tim, yes or no? He take digs? He take more than digs. He called Megan crazy. Let's go.
When it comes to both discipline and positive reinforcement, he can be inconsistent. What was fine one day is a red line the next. What was worthy of attention one day is ignored the next. Now, it could be just depending on his mood. Perhaps other things have his attention. Or it could be just whatever gives him an easy life. Perhaps as long as the kids don't cause him grief, he won't cause them any.
No. How many times y'all come here and say these kids look scared and stuff? Allegedly, yes or no? How many times y'all come in here and say, Charlie B, that boy looked terrified. Charlie B, that boy looked like he better be on his game. Well, Charlie B, that boy, if he don't get his lines right, you know they in trouble. Have y'all done that? Now, what did he just say? What did he just say? These boys is basically allegedly scared if they don't get everything right because daddy needs it right now.
Like, he might become angry at times, but not necessarily aggressive or violent. Rather than communicate his thoughts, his feelings, he just goes into a huff. So,
you hear what he just said? Oh, y'all again. Somebody came in the comments yesterday, I think it was, and said something like, Charlie B, he checked her with that eye thing he did. They have subliminal things allegedly on that farm where he ain't even got to say that. You feel what I'm saying? I think it was Miss Thomas. If I'm wrong, whoever said it, come in. I'll redo it. Let's go.
he guilt trips, behaves as if he's exasperated. He's just given up on a lost cause, and he withdraws. He might even express disgust. He shows the kids that they are a huge disappointment to him, especially after all that he has done for them. And as they're growing up, maybe they don't comply as easily, maybe they question more, so he might ignore them, give them the silent treatment, but show a lot of attention, affection, and pride to one of the other kids.
Did y'all catch it? Y'all come in, man, this is all y'all day. This ain't all y'all day. Y'all come in here and be like, why he don't treat Tim Jr. like he's his namesake, and he should be the one always in charge, and boom, 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 right? He just said it. Now, this is the point I'm trying to make. If he's putting them against each other, what is he trying to prove? I didn't say it, he did. My whole thing is this. If you have boys jump back where he said, oh yeah, Tim Jr. was in charge last week, but this week Titus is in control because Tim Jr. messed up. And you do not be switching back and forth like you ain't good enough, now you can have it. You don't treat your boys like that. You talk to your boys like, this. What you do you understand what you did wrong? Yes. Explain to me what you did wrong. You don't know what you did wrong. Let me tell you. Blah, 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 boom, boom, bam. Do you understand now? Yeah, Dad, I get it. Are you sure? Explain it back to me. That's how you do, bruh. Let's go, man. I'm done.
As a means of punishment. Next, there are a lot of tall tales. A covert narcissistic father might lack assertiveness, even with his partner, but he tells the kids of how brave he is, how one day he maybe took on 10 guys and he was the last man standing. So the kids might hear a lot of tales of bravado and heroism, but never really see any actions to back it up. The kids might...
Okay, y'all, let's jump back. You remember when the boys, I'm gonna call them boys because they played him. His boys played him. I'm not talking about his boys, but his boys from jail played him and dumped all his stuff on the side of the road. Okay. You remember how he was up there? He talks to God every day, remember that. Remember how he was up there? He was up there talking about, I know these boys is good boys. They got that grit. They got that grind. They got that dog in them like me. Right? Well, guess what? From what this man just said to him,
even see him buckle under pressure from the partner or from other adults whenever he's confronted. They might hear stories of how he perhaps could have been a famous sports star if it hadn't have been for some terrible injury, or how he could have been a successful millionaire if the universe hadn't conspired against him. Covert narcissists tend to live a life of unfulfillment, but it's never got anything to do with their lack of effort, their lack of competency, or even their self-sabotaging behavior. Being in a constant state of strain or victimhood is one of the ways they receive attention and sympathy from others, usually referred to as narcissistic supply.
BTM members, you are the biggest dummies for supplying this man from what this other man has said he is doing to y'all. What do you mean? I can say whatever I want. You gave me the check.
You took it.
You did. Now, y'all are so stupid, and Charlie B just won't say it, but leave me alone.
Just stop.
Let's get it. Let's go. I know that's yours.
That's mine.
Next, the kids see a lot of self-pity and a lot of feeling unappreciated. For instance, their mother might be constantly at him to do something, maybe just pick up after himself, or maybe complete a job he's left half-finished for months. But he whines to them about how mean and controlling she is. Nothing I ever do is right, there is no pleasing your mother. He is unappreciated and put upon. We may even blame the kids for his actions or indeed lack of them. So the children grow up seeing him making excuses rather than to give an account of himself. They see him blame shift rather than accept any personal responsibility. They see him collapse into a heap whenever he gets called out. So the kids might try to do things to reassure him, to lift his mood. If you will, they end up parenting him.
Okay, let me just say this. Who's parenting who? Okay, so basically to the kids, it's summer to them all year long because we already realized that their schooling isn't but like 3 or 4 hours, right? Allegedly. So, now since we know that, and it's summertime, right? What should the kids be doing in the summer? Well, school's not out yet, but it's coming. What should they be doing? Laying across the bed, reading books, coloring, doing their thing, watching TV, whatever, right? While they daddy is outside working. Or if they have a farm, doing farm stuff, right? So like he just said, jump back, who's parenting who? Who's parenting who? Allegedly, who is the father of this family and who is the child? Because if we go on relaxation and just laying across the bed, Tim, you're the kid, and your sons is taking care of all y'all right now because Megan can't do nothing. So your sons is taking care of all y'all right now. Yes or no? Y'all tell me. Forget it. I'll say it. Petty time. That was petty time. Let's go.
As the children grow up, become adults, he might not understand why they have little patience or respect for him. Next, and as is common with all forms of narcissism, he might try and control and manipulate others, including the children, by exploiting their fear of what he thinks of them, what their mother thinks of them, what other people think of them, and he exploits their conscience. Anything that gives him leverage. Even when the children are growing up, they may hear things like you're supposed to honor your parents, as if honoring means you're supposed to obey everything he says. Those adult children might hear things like, after all I've done for you, your granddad would be spinning in his grave. Your mother will be so disappointed. Or do those people in that workplace of yours know how you treat your own father? He might even play the sympathy card. You don't know how long I've got left. And he's maybe 45. So in summary, a covert narcissistic father can still be controlling and manipulative, but not necessarily in an overtly bullying and domineering way. He still has a huge sense of entitlement, but he behaves as if the world, his partner, the kids have all treated him unfairly. They have taken something from him. He can treat his children as if they owe him somehow, and in many cases children can feel as if it's their responsibility to make his life easier.
Are the boys making his life easier? Do they cheer for joy whenever he says anything? Jump back yesterday. I need some help. They jump off the couch. Yeah!
Depending on where he is on that narcissistic spectrum, he might sabotage his own kids just to keep them in the same state of strain as he is.
Once again, all y'all the ones that come here and be like, man, they on a prison now. He the warden, right? And even 10. Allegedly, you even said yourself, you could be in prison and not locked up. You could be in prison in a state of mind. That's all you, bruh. Allegedly. Let's go.
Or he might take the credit for their success, even though he had precious little to do with it.
Y'all, I know y'all caught that. Ain't no way y'all couldn't catch that. We out here doing farm tours. We out here doing this. We just watered the pig. We just fed the... No, you didn't. You filming, bro. The boys did all this. Yes or no? Y'all come in here and tell me. Yes or no? He takes credit for everything Megan does. He takes credit for everything the boys does. Let's proceed.
In some cases, he might just not care enough to even notice. They're just not on his radar. So there are just some of the common signs of a covert narcissistic father.
Okay, everybody, I hope that helped you with understanding this brother a little bit more. And I just want to say, we supposed to be doing comments today, but we all know Miss B worked 12s. She came in and she was tired. She SS. She showered and went to the sheets. Okay, so it was over. Shower and sheets. That's all she... So, now, we'll probably do it tomorrow because she actually didn't do 12 today. She did 13 because somebody showed up late. So she gets to go in. Is it go in later or earlier? Whatever. But she ain't got to be there tomorrow until 8. So we're going to do the comments after she comes in tomorrow. That expect them with the upload everything, probably 7 o'clock tomorrow, the comments. I'm going to answer some today, so she ain't overwhelmed with them, but we'll do the rest of the comments tomorrow. But I wanted to come on today and just let y'all know why we wasn't on and give y'all some more of really what's going on the farm, allegedly. You feel me? And I hope y'all understand that, yeah, we joke. We can joke about anything. That's what I do. I joke at a funeral. You feel me? My whole point is this. If we can joke about the man and how he does math and stuff like that, we need to understand why he is the way he is, on top of the jokey jokes and all that. Because it's not always funny. Especially when we realize the boys are not in a good way. Megan is allegedly not in a good way, just like that. So, whole show alleged. I don't know nothing. Allegedly, I'm not Charlie D. Okay? Allegedly, you ain't Peanut Gang. Right? Allegedly, y'all ain't said nothing. Right? We talking amongst each other. Delegating with the delegates. Love y'all be easy. Charlie B out, man.